So, you all know how much I love Viwoods devices. Here is my beloved Viwoods AiPaper Reader, a black and white e-reader that is awesome. The display on this is one of the best displays I have ever seen. And this is the AiPaper Mini. It's an excellent device to take notes on and do journaling and write PDF files that you can then look at in Google Drive, for example, and so on. But today I've got two new devices from Viwoods, and that is the AiPaper Reader Color and also the original Viwoods AiPaper 10-inch note-taking device. And this is awesome because this will complement my complete collection of Viwoods devices. So in this video I will do an unboxing first of the Viwoods AiPaper Reader Color and then do a first look of it after setting it up. In a coming video I will do the same with this excellent device. So here we have the AiPaper Reader C, color version of the reader I love so much. And here we have the box of it, and as you can see it's the AiPaper Reader C. And as I've said before, I use nowadays the Big Me Highbreak Pro Color as my daily driver, and my iPhone Air is my second phone, a backup phone for what the Big Me Highbreak Pro can't do. So I thought maybe this can replace the Big Me Highbreak Pro Color. Yes, I know this doesn't have a camera, for example, and it doesn't have NFC and so on, but maybe I can use this as my main phone and have my iPhone Air as my second phone for everything else this can't do. So that will be interesting to try. So let's see if we can open this beautiful package, like so. And here we have a case for it. I never use cases on e-readers though, so this will not be used by me, but it fits very strong. I've seen in other videos it's very hard to remove it. I've seen Reddit threads that they can't remove it, so I will see if I will test that someday, but I don't use cases at all actually. And here we have the device itself, as light and perfect as the black and white version. And here we have the SIM card tray. You know that you can have a SIM card in this and use 4G, 5G cellular mobile data. That's nice. I have already tried it on this actually, and it works great. And here we have a charging cable, a beautiful one. Love that. And here we have some quick start guide. That's it for the box. Now we remove some plastic. I never learn in which order you should do this, so I do it my way, and it works great this time. And here we see, as you see, it's a darker display because it has Kaleido 3, a color layer on top. This is in sleep mode now, and this is also in sleep. And as you see, this is more white, the black and white version, and this is a color layer above, and it's more dark gray. So you usually need to have brightness on all time on this. So all the time you need to have brightness to have compensation for the contrast. So let's start this first start. When we talking about it, as you see, a gorgeous display, really gorgeous. And here we have the SIM card tray. Here we have a USB-C charging port. We have a microphone. We have a microphone. And we have the power button, we have the volume buttons, and we have the AI button. And now with the latest updates you can customize these three buttons to be whatever you want. Personally, I have turned this off because I often just click on that by mistake. So let's choose a language. We take US, like this, as you see there, and then next. Now we should search for my Wi-Fi and so on. So I think I will pause this video and then later on do the rest of it with a first look of the device. Okay, so now I've done a first start and set it up and activated Google Play service and Google Play Store and all that, and started to download all the apps I should have and have done some settings and so on. So here we have a first look of it when it's set up. By the way, we have some real fiddling stuff to do to have the images look so good as possible. So for example, you see this has not as much contrast, but that is because if you have more contrast, then faces are turning more reddish. As you see here, it's still very reddish, red in the face. So if I go like this and go to the app display and set this to quick refresh, I have turned the contrast down, but I would rather have it like this or something, and maybe just one, but then the faces are turning red. So if we go up here, if you see now, if I turn the faces, you see it starts to be red. So maybe that is a good compromise there, and then we can do a lot more settings here too. So we if we have value 0 here, you see it's not as good, but if we set it to 3, maybe 4 or 5, then it starts to get a bit better. So you have a lot of fiddling to do per app to do everything good. You can also have some of these, and saturation is terrible no matter what I'm doing. So I usually have it like this for most of the apps. So now this maybe looks a bit better, as you see. Quite nice. So that is a lot of different stuff you need to do. So now when I scroll my Reddit feed, you will see different colors differently here. So maybe this is good. Maybe, as you see. So you can do that per app settings here by turning that on and choose refresh rate and so on. Of course, best display is the best refresh rate. That is no question about it. But then again, you see this is quite useful to watch a video like that. But if I do this and set best display, then you can't watch it because then the refresh rate is too low, as you see. So in apps like Reddit or Google News or on the web in Chrome and so on, you need to have quick refresh. And that is what I use. Because then you can watch videos and do fast scrolling like this. Much easier. And by the way, I use quick refresh as the default. So if you want all apps to have quick refresh as default, you just go to your home page and then choose quick refresh there. Then all apps will have quick refresh until you change it by setting app display and choose refresh mode. So if you want to have all the apps as quick refresh, you can do that. So this is not a review, so this is just a first look video. So this is what I have found so far, and the display is quite nice. I usually in daylight have cool light 12, warm light 9, as you see here, and I think that makes the display white, a bit more at the warm, and that is exactly as I want this display to have. So if you compare it to the black and white version here, I have this only has cold light, and as I usually have it at 7 or so, you see that it's more green, yellowish maybe color, and then this is a more warm light. And you need to have always brightness on this because it has a Kaleido 3 layer above to get colors. So that is a huge difference between them. So if I turn this to 0, you see the display is quite nice to look at. If I turn this to 0, it's more dark, as you see. So no light on, you see the difference here. But as I said, I have usually at 12 in cold light, and this at 8 or 9 depending on. So see the links down below in the description text where you can buy this, and it will be a review video of it, and you will have a lot more videos with it. I will show you how good it looks when reading books and everything in common videos. So go check my YouTube channel and see all about this Viwoods AiPaper Reader C. Okay, bye.